Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Before we start our discussion in this video, we are going to introduce ourselves. My name is Muhammad Ikhwan bin Syamsul Bahri.
And my name is Muhammad Danish Farhan bin Zaili.
My name is Muhammad Hakim bin Mat Romli.
In this video, we are going to discuss about what are the possible causes of the teenagers nowadays being stressed. So, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, I think that most of the teenagers nowadays being stressed because they are in a relationship. What I mean in a relationship is that they are having a partner, a boyfriend and a girlfriend. It's not a bad thing mentally, but it can affect the study phase of the teenagers because they have to put their commitment in two things. One for the relationship and the other one for their study because they're still in their study phase. Yes. So in my personal opinion, I don't think that most of the teenagers can handle that situation, which can lead them to become stressed. How about you guys?
Okay, personally, I agree with you. Being in a relationship, yes, of course, nowadays there are many of teenagers being in a relationship. But what the causes of stress just give them is, for me personally, I think because they are not mature. It is because we know in a relationship it's not about love. It's not just about love. You know what, like a commitment, you know, feel stressful. It's very hard. So yeah, maybe for me, like teenagers is not ready yet for it.
Yes, not ready for the relationship.
Yeah.
I also agree with you.
Yeah, as for me myself, I'm agree with Farhan. Like just Farhan said, being in relationship in too young or unmatured is very not reliable in the age of them, because there are many causes can distract them, such as can distract their study, can distract their daily life, can distract their
yeah, I'm sure because mental, right?
Yes. Can distract their mentality because they were too young, right?
Yeah, I think that for teenagers being in a relationship, they are too young to handle that situation, handle that relationship. They just need to focus on their future, which is study. They have to study. But in the other hand, what do you think are the other possible causes of the teenagers nowadays being stressed, Farhan?
Okay, personally for me, I think the possible thing that make them stress is about family doesn't support their passion.
Yes.
Sometimes we know that nowadays there are many alternatives to be successful, right?
Yes.
So sometimes we have parents that still think that to be successful just on by academic.
Yes, just focus on
just
academic.
focus on by academic.
Yes.
So what do you guys think about it?
I think like just Farhan said, I'm very agree with you.
I think that because as you guys know, in nowadays there are many gamers, streamers,
yes, I know that.
which is very popular, very famous among the teenagers.
Very close, right?
Yes, because the teenagers nowadays tends to like follow their step.
Yeah.
Being a famous streamer, in either in TikTok platform,
Facebook,
or
right?
Facebook platform, or maybe YouTube platform.
Yes.
there are many examples for a famous streamer such as in Malaysia we all know Solos,
Yes,
the
so
king,
that's right.
the king of
Yeah,
gamers in
Very
Malaysia.
famous one.
Yes.
So yeah, maybe parents doesn't know about that.
Yeah.
That they can be successful, they can make money from it.
Yes.
Maybe they think it's not a permanent job, right?
Yeah.
So I think personally for me, it would they try to not give more attention on it.
Yes. I agree with you because all the family in Malaysia, right? We need to be open-minded to to their child
children,
because, like just Farhan and Ikhwan said, there is no about only about academic, but there's up to them to be what they want.
many ways to
Yes, many ways that they can be successful too, such as gamers that
Yes.
you just said that they also can be successful by being a gamer. We cannot
judge them.
we cannot judge them, right?
Yeah.
So it's sometimes parents think that it's not a knowledge that can make money, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But in other ways, especially for today,
The
we know
youngsters.
there are so many chances for them to achieve. Like I know teenagers nowadays, it's very wanted to be famous, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like you said, Solos.
Solos.
We all know Solos, right?
Yes.
Very famous, and of course, he already by Mustang.
Yes.
So it's such a thing that make them feel like, yeah, this is the way, right?
Yes.
But parent doesn't understand it,
Yes.
so they try to pressure for academy, right?
Yes. That can lead the teenagers nowadays to become more stressed, right? Then and cannot and sometimes cannot being focused and more focus on their study phase.
Yes.
Okay. In the other hand, I also think that bully is also one of the
Bullying
major
is major,
major
right?
problems of in among the teenagers nowadays, because as you guys know, in Malaysia itself, we have many cases about this bully,
Yeah.
right? Like the latest one where which a student, a Form 1 student, a high school student in Form 1, he got punched.
Yeah.
He got kicked by his senior, Form 2 senior, which is very heartbroken. When we see that there are still gangsterism
among the
teenagers nowadays. It can causes the teenagers, affect them physically,
Yeah.
affect them, and also affect them mentally.
I like when you said about bully. Yeah, especially for today, we all know we have many social media platform, right?
Yes.
Like TikTok, Facebook. So it would like if we know right, like in 20 years past,
Yes.
just only by physical bully.
Yes.
Like you said, punch and kick, about physical touch. So nowadays we have so many platform that also have cyberbully, right?
Yes.
How do you think about it?
I think cyberbullying among the teenagers is also very famous now because we have already known that now we have such as many social media platform, right?
Yes.
So like the among teenagers now very close to the social media because they want to expose their feelings, they want to post about their daily life,
Daily
right?
life routine, yeah.
But it becomes it becomes bad whenever the user on the comment section, right, try to bully them, try to shame them by their looking, by their behavior, right? So it can makes the makes mentality among the teenagers is
down.
yeah,
It can affect the
got
mental.
down.
It can affect the mental of the teenagers.
For you, how can it give them like you said like TikTok any was comment, right? Comment.
Yes, comment section.
So do you think do you feel like what they do, what they react about it, like is it them still stuck in a room or whatever? What you guys think about it?
I think they will be their feeling will get very bad, their feelings down, so they have no self-confidence to go outside, right?
Yes.
They are shame on their looking, but it's just about the any others user, but they shaming, right? But the others, there are a lot of good ones.
What we can say that the cyberbullying can really affect the
Physical
the
and
mentally, or especially the mentally
Yes.
of the teenagers nowadays, because we need you know, a very good mental of teenagers nowadays to improve the country, to improve this country, you know, because the teenagers is the future of the country, right? When we have a good confident confident teenagers, we have very good mentally teenagers, then we can ensure that our country will have a future, a bright future in the future.
Yes.
Right? Okay. Other than that, what you Hakim, what do you think the possible causes of the teenagers nowadays, you know, being stressed?
I think one of the possible causes of stress among teenagers is financial problem. We know that not all of family in Malaysia have a good financial, right? So when someone he has to face the financial problem, of course we know that he can buy their daily food, they can buy their stationery for their study, so they are really facing the hard life lah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like when you say about financial problem, right? Sometimes, for me personally, I think teenagers nowadays get jealous when they looking at their friends have something, right?
Yes.
Yes.
But like they don't know that all that thing that their friend have is not suitable, or we call it not that time, right?
Yes.
To get it,
Yes.
like a car, it's not your time. You can get it, right? But still they want to be stressed. Why about it?
Yeah, because the teenagers nowadays have that jealous. They are
Jealous feelings, right?
yes, they are tend to being jealous when they look at their friends. Their friends have a very you know, latest smartphone, such as for now iPhone 15,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
Just launched.
Like a few days,
Weeks.
a few weeks ago, just launched. I'm pretty sure that maybe the minority of the teenagers have already ordered the iPhone.
Yes.
Yes, and I can be sure that some of their friends can be jealous when they see that, oh, my friend has already bought the latest phone nowadays, and while me still using the iPhone 7 from like many years ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it can really affect the mental of the teenagers and can make them being stressed.
Yes. I think there is no problem about if teenagers now want to buy such as luxury things like iPhone, just you said, like Gucci, like LV, but they need to know about their financial.
Yes.
So they need to buy the things that they needed, not they wanted, right?
Because they are still a
yeah.
student.
If you can see in the future, we need to use a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
To continue our study, to continue our life, emergency money, right? So it is very important to saving our money and we know our financial.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
When you said about registration, I heard that many universities nowadays, the students have to pay a really big amount of money to pay the fee registration. Like I heard that one of the universities in Malaysia, the student have to pay around 4,000 ringgit
Per semester.
Yes, no, for the fee registration only. For the fee registration only. And for the semester, by semester, they have to pay around $20,000.
Yeah.
It is a very big amount of the money, and we all know that not every parents can handle that amount of money. Now, especially nowadays, most of the families are having the same problem, which is financial problem. It can really affect it can really affect the way for the student to further their study in the university that they want.
Yeah. Sometimes, like you said, like registration that very expensive, right?
Yes, very big amount.
Very big amount. We can also like we see, right? There's other reason, some reason why now teenagers today don't want to
Continue
their study, right?
Yeah.
Like we saw on statistic on student SPM 2022,
Yeah.
there are a big percentage that don't continue their study.
They don't want to continue the study because they have the
Big
financial problem.
Especially with our economy, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's our economy right now. That is very very bad, right?
Yeah.
So whenever you just said about their family, right? A lot of family now is facing hard time to manage their financial problem, right? If for example, right, they have one children that is teenagers, want to continue their study.
Yes.
That's a lot of money, right? 4,000 ringgit and above.
Yes.
What about if they have two children and both of them will continue their study, right?
In the university.
In the university.
Yeah, they will
They
really
use
have
a lot of money,
Yeah.
right? So not only about the family, also about the teenagers will facing hard to continue their study. They're not about not wanted to go for the further study, but it's about the financial problem.
Yeah, I think we should be very grateful, to continue our study in Institut Pendidikan Guru Kampus Kota Baru.
Yeah.
We should be very grateful to be in here, yeah? Right?
Yes.
Yes. In the other hand, what do you guys think that the causes of the teenagers nowadays being stressed?
For me, I think teenagers is a phase from a kid to a adult, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So for me, the main point that I want to talk to you
Yes.
is the responsible that they feel when they have gone through teenagers. Like especially we know when we are kid, we don't have any responsible, right?
Yes.
Everything is our parent
parents'
responsibility.
Yes.
But once you go to a teenagers, not an adult one, but a teenagers one, I feel like we share the responsible together with our parents. Like we all know, right? We go to study. It's our responsible, right?
Yes.
And sometimes money, managing our money is our responsible, right?
Yes.
Yes.
So it give them stress because they feel like, 10 years ago I don't have to think about it.
Yeah.
But now why I must think about it, right?
Yes.
How about you guys?
Yeah, I agree with you because most of the teenagers nowadays being very weak. What I want to say very weak because
Very weak.
they they are when they are really culture shock when they have to face this such thing. For example, in high school we have kerja kursus which we have to finish the kerja kursus. The teachers will give the work and the student have to finish it around maybe
2 weeks, right?
2 weeks or maybe more or maybe
Less than it.
less or maybe more, and
Yes.
and they have to do the work or during that time period. But most of the students cannot do it, cannot handle it because why? Because in primary school they don't have to do that. They don't have to do such things because in primary school they only used to play around with their friends, do very easy homework,
Yes.
given by the teacher. And when they step to the high school, especially the upper form, the form 4 and the form 5,
Yes.
they will get, oh, this is not what I faced earlier.
Yeah. But it just only interface, right?
Yes.
Yes, I agree with you. Because a lot of teenage now is playing around when they were in high school. It's not good for them because they're facing a culture shock, right?
Yeah.
When they are go to secondary school from the primary school, because on the primary school, as we know, it's about all our teachers and all our parents' responsibility. So
To
we
guide.
to guide us to be more successful student, right? So when the teenage go for the primary school, they were very shocked because there is a lot of kerja kursus, right? Like
Yeah,
just
the
you
work,
said,
the
the
coursework,
work,
the coursework
the
they have
coursework, they are need to finish perfectly. So when the examination come or the SPM test come, so their result will be very excellent, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So I would like to know, you guys think it is a definition of weak or just culture shock about it?
I think that it is maybe some of them is still thinking that they are still children, and some of them
Yes.
may be being culture shock. But mostly I see that the teenagers nowadays being weak mentally. What I mean by weak mentally is that they can't handle the work given by the teacher. As a student, they should know how to manage the time,
Yeah.
when to play games, for example, when to spend their times with family, and when to do the coursework given by the teacher.
Yes.
Because teenagers is not a children anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, they should tend to move forward, which is being an adult, so that the teenagers have to being more matured
Yes.
when they become older. They have to be matured so that they will have
Focus.
focus and have a strong mental.
Yes, I like Ikhwan just said that there are a lot of teenagers among the teenagers which has weak mentality, right?
Yes.
But in my point of view, they are being unmatured because it's not their fault, right? But their mentality when they grow up, right? They'll be given not to do by themselves. So they're thinking that they will be just like that in primary school, but it is very life changing, right?
Yeah.
Going into school. So like just both of you say, need to manage their time to do the coursework, to do their to do tasks at home, to do to spend their time with family, right?
Yeah.
Or is it because just they continue their study, but like we said before, I wonder, like, teenagers nowadays continue their studies but not with their heart. Like they love to play football, they love to play games, they love to stream, but parents still want academic and academic.
Yeah, they are being pressured.
Yeah.
They follow it.
They
right?
follow.
But at the same times, these are the reason why they don't finish their work, because they don't like it.
Yeah.
They feel like going to school is such as bored, such as very boring, right? So when the teenagers go to the school, they have no attraction, right?
Yeah. They don't know interest. They have no
they don't know
interesting
in school.
Yes.
What they learn, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So when they got a bad result, parents come back and pressure them,
Yes.
right? And still asking, what do you do? What do you do? And what do you do? So for me personally, this is the reason why give them a stress level, high stress level, because actually they don't know that what actually they do is not what they wanted to do.
Yes.
Yes, we can conclude that the parents nowadays have to be more open-minded
Yeah.
to their
Not to
to
be
their
strict,
children
right?
future. Yes, not to be
Very
only focus on the academic.
Academic
Yes,
one.
also on their core curriculum.
Yes.
Okay. But in my other opinion, I also think that family separation or the divorce
Yes.
of parents is also one of the major causes of the teenagers nowadays being stressed. As we all know, the cases of the divorcing among the parents is very high in Malaysia. Yeah, because most of the parents arguing with each other in front of their children, fighting with each other, insulting each other, which can affect mentally affect the children mentally. They will have trauma to talk with their parents because, for example, they saw that their father
Fighting
talk
over, right?
rudely
Yes.
with their mom, their mother, so that I am very scared to talk with my father because I just saw what my father did to my mom.
Yeah, I agree with you. Just because can you imagine when you look at your parents just fighting can make you stressed? How about divorce, right?
Yes.
Divorce is such not a small thing, right? So we all know that teenager or children,
Yes.
they are grown up. Before they go to school, parents is their teacher, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Parent is their role model, right?
Yes.
But when parents give them what actually they don't have to see it, like fighting, like you said, right?
Being rude,
Being rude.
insulting each other.
This is causes of make them like give them a aggressive characteristic.
Yes.
And sometimes they tend to be more silent on something that
they tend to
actually-
keep silent.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree with you because, like you just say, when the children itself growing up, they're seeing their family fighting over, using rude words, insulting each other. This is very makes their mentality when they grow up is very bad. They will be more aggressive when he became adult, became teenagers, right?
Yeah.
So it's very very important to to
Yeah.
prevent it.
yes to prevent it among our children, to fighting over in front of our children, right?
Yes.
It's very distract our
Mentality,
that
right?
mentality, right?
That is also can lead to the children, you know, being more aggressive and causes the bully among
Yes.
among the teenagers. Yes, because they will learn how the parents treat them. You know, even though in Islam, it is permissible for the parents to, you know, divorce, but it is a very bad thing. You know, the parents should.
Sometimes they have something, there are something that can handle, but please try so many things to hide from children, right?
Yes.
Because we know children is we know, right? Sometimes children grown up, they have know nothing, so parents responsible to give them a lesson.
Yes.
But when they see such a bad thing, it's totally affect them, right?
Yes.
So what others anymore you guys think about teenagers being stressed?
I think when after they're fighting, right, like we just said about fighting, right, we don't have said about divorce. After or maybe they get divorced, right? After they get divorced, that will be very distract their children mentality, because their children will lack of loved one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Which is their father or their mother. So when he became teenage, his lack of loved one, their, what do you guys think?
Yeah, and I think that the children's friends will also, you know, mock him or her because, oh, you don't have a father,
Yes.
you don't have a mother.
Also that mentality bullying, right?
Yes, I mean, it can really affect the mental of the teenagers and can and can causes the teenagers be more stressed.
Yeah, especially when the teenagers is a woman, right?
Yeah,
So
it's a girl.
we know girl. Sometimes they can't handle it because boy and girl is totally different, right?
Yeah.
In other way, we know boy like to spread it, like
Yes.
to
Like to express the feeling.
express the
Yes,
feeling.
express
but
the feeling.
girl, we know, right? They have very they think with their emotions,
Yes.
and sometimes they will in Islam open their aurat, you know.
Oh.
So they open their aurat, so people start judging.
Yes.
Yes.
So still don't have any good thing to them.
Yes.
Yes.
After one, that bad things happen.
Yes.
So for me, especially parents is most.
Their parent, we know, right, when their parent get divorced. So whenever, like Farhan said, she opened their aurat. So when their family needed to be more responsible to their children, right? So whenever that happen, we know she lost when she lost their father or their mother attention. So there will be, what we call it,
They tend to
They
seek
tend to-
the attention from
others people.
other people.
Yes.
Maybe they will, you know, having a friendship with wrong people.
Yeah.
For example, nowadays teenagers, so many of teenagers nowadays tend to follow bad people. For example, they will follow the bad people to go to the club, for example, and being, you know, being being fun with them, sing.
Yeah, I
in the
agree.
club.
Because sometimes they didn't want to be
That way.
bad.
Yeah, they didn't want
They just want to have to
Release.
feel fun, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
to
Feel
release
fun.
their stress.
Release their stress.
because they don't have the opportunity to to give their love, to give their attention to their family due to the divorce of the parents.
Yes.
And yeah, especially before we are going to in a marriage,
Yes.
our parent is the trusted people with
To
the
share
teenagers
problem,
to
right?
share the problem, right?
Yeah.
So when divorce happen, fighting happen, I agree with you. When they don't have someone to talk,
express,
to
yeah, to
Yeah,
talk.
to express their feelings,
Ah.
right?
So they tend to go with other people, other men, other bad boy. We call it bad boy, right?
Yeah.
bad boy,
Bad guy.
bad guy. So they just want to feel happy.
Yes.
They just want to know what the definition of happiness, right?
Yes.
But in Islam, we also know that no matter how
stressed we are.
how stressed we are, we must look at the way what we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's about hukum, right?
Yes.
So what are the thing you guys
I think the possible causes of stress among teenagers are lacks of activities.
Yes.
As we know, a lot of teenage right now, right? They're just lying on their bed, playing games, playing their smartphone, watching TikToks, right? Playing mobile game. Then they don't have any activities that they can do outside, right? Such as sport, like sport or anything, right? What do you think?
yes, I like when you say lack of activities. We know in our country at 2020 we going through a pandemic.
Yes.
Pandemic phase, yes.
Pandemic phase, which is COVID-19, right?
MCO,
Yes,
Movement
MC.
Control Order.
So the things that happened that time, that we supposedly don't have any permission to go out. So we learn from it and we stay at home for a many long times, right?
For a long time.
For a long time. So after our country is totally recover, so I feel like they comfortable with that way. Yeah, just stay at home, just playing video games. They feel like more relaxed, don't get tired,
Yes.
more easy to communicate just by online.
Yes.
How do you guys think?
Yeah, I think that way can also causes the teenagers nowadays being, having a bad health issue.
Yes.
Yes.
Because when you guys just lay in the bed, watching YouTube, watching TikTok, watching Netflix,
Without no activity physical.
without any activity using your physical, it will affect your health. For example, it can causes for you to have
Diabetes, right?
diabetes, for example, and it can be more it can be more serious when you have to cut off your legs because of the diabetes.
Yeah.
Other than that, for example, it can also lead the teenagers to be more obesity.
Yes.
As we all know that the percentage of the teenagers nowadays being obese is very high.
Yeah.
Due to this kind of situation, which can lead to the not a very healthy future of our country, because as we said just earlier, the teenagers is the future. It's the future of the country.
Yeah.
When we see that the teenagers is being obese,
Yes.
being fat, being not active at all, we can conclude that our country will end this way.
Not a good
Yeah,
image
yeah,
of
not-
our
yeah,
not a good image, right?
Not a very good image for the country.
Yeah. I love to tell you guys about what I learned. I have heard one ulama say that if you want to see your future,
Yeah.
see your teenagers nowadays.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like if they don't go out to do activities like playing football, playing badminton or any activities outdoor,
Yes.
we don't have any our heroes anymore in sports, right? Just on, yeah, we know, right? Nowadays have online esport.
Yeah, online sport.
Online e-sport.
Very
But
famous.
who's gonna play football? Who's gonna be our hero in squash,
Yeah.
like Datuk Nicole David?
Yes.
Yes.
If everyone love to do online activities.
Yes.
So what do you guys think about it?
Yes. When just Farhan said, just playing online tournaments, online activity, so they not using their body to do sport, so they can make their body fit and healthy, right? Such as there are plenty of sport the teenagers can try, such as football, such
Very
as
famous among
yes,
teenagers.
like the Cristiano Ronaldo, right?
Yeah. So do we sometimes people take easy on activities outdoor,
Sports, right? Playing
like sports.
Yes.
But they didn't know how far it would affect at your mental health, right?
Yes.
Yes.
When you stay at home for a very long time. We all know so much people try to kill themselves.
Yes.
Yes.
Try to suicide.
Yes. This is because their mental is not totally hacked.
Yeah.
They feel like more, we call it, what we call it?
Comfort.
In a very comfort zone, but the comfort zone is
Is kill
actually
themselves.
kill themselves.
Yes.
They stay in that comfort zone for too long, which can lead them to become more, like we said earlier, more not a healthy lifestyle.
Yes.
Yes. Because they just sit on their bed, and eat a lot.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because most of the teenagers likes to
Yes.
eat a lot, likes to just eat and do things that doesn't require a lot of energy, right?
Yes.
Yes.
When you just sit, just lying on bed and eat some junk food, right?
Yes.
So when they eat a lot and the lacks of activities which is using our physical, like sport, right? That can causes diabetes, right? Can causes what we call it more. Can causes obesity, high blood, right?
Yeah, high blood pressure.
High blood pressure, right? Can be more obese, right? So there is very not healthy way.
Yeah. When they are being obese, when they are being obesity, it will also affect them mentally. Why? Because they will have a very big body, a very fat type body.
Yes.
Which so because of that, when they want to try, a new clothes,
Yeah.
a new clothes
Yeah.
update, nowadays for example, a new baju Melayu, when they try it, it become more tight.
Yeah.
And
Not fit, right?
Yes, not being fit just right. And because of this, they will tend to become affect mentally, because they think that, oh no, I'm become more fat than before.
Yeah.
And not just that, other people will judge them.
Yes, especially women, right?
Yes.
Teenagers girl
The,
teenagers.
the girl teenagers.
We know like woman is very addicted to look beautiful.
To a good looking man.
Yes. So same goes to men.
Yeah.
Also want a beautiful girl, right? So when they don't do any exercise, just stay at home, eat and eat and eat, and after that they getting more fat.
Yes.
They got stressed, right?
Yes.
Stress because they looking themselves feel insecurity with other people, but actually the problem is by themselves. Yes. So last but not least, I like to tell you guys the most thing that I feel this is the big reason why teenage nowadays feel stressed. My personal
Your personal
opinion, I think they teenagers nowadays is very overthinking about their future. What do you guys think about it?
About their future. Oh, I think that in my opinion, I think that the teenagers tends to, yes, what you just said, overthinking a lot about their future and does not focus on what they are on now. For example, if they are still in a study phase,
Yes.
but they just focus but they started to think about their future. For example, am I gonna have a job? They're asking themselves, am I gonna have a job? Am I going to have a partner? Am I going to have a big house? This can lead the teenagers tends to being stressed. Why? Because they think a lot about their future, while they just have to focus on what they are on now. You know what? When you guys know what I mean.
They are on the road, but they just focus on what the last we call it the last destination, right?
Yes.
So many overthinking about it, just going through, right?
Yes. And the teenage will get more responsibility, like we just said before, right? So they very need to think about their future, right?
Yes, they think a lot about their future.
In my perspective is financial problem is the most most possible causes of being stressed among the teenagers, because there are very high percentage of financial problem family in Malaysia. Like, how about you, Ikwan?
I think the last word from me, I think that one of the main problem why the teenagers are being stressed is because the bully itself. Because as we all know, the bully case is the percentage of bully case in Malaysia is very high, and it also affect the teenagers mentally and also physically.
Yes.
It doesn't matter. So I think we have
Any
our
conclusion, right? Any simple conclusion?
I think we can conclude that all of us have different type of
point of view.
different point of view, different ways to give our opinion.
Yes.
So I think that that's all from us. Thank you very much, and Assalamualaikum
Warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.